You already know this is about to be stupid.
How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of y'all phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa, this a new range, new page. Got me in a new country, new stage. I ain't signed no deal, I'm too paid. I do not have chill, I'm too crazy. I do not take L's, I'm too Brady. I might be frosted, I'm not flaky. Don't know what it cost me, it's all gravy. Turn on that faucet and just pay me. Whoa, we gon' get it, bring it back. Maybe Donald is a Mac. Couple bottles, empty glass. New machine, I'm sending facts. Bump the headline, check the facts. I'm not a gangster, but I'm a gorilla. Hop on them drums when I'm feeling J Dilla. Come get your lady, cause I'm a just stiller.
How about the range? Whoa. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa.
How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of y'all phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa, there's no comparison. Black in America, little too arrogant. I just embarrass y'all niggas irrelevant. I shouldn't mention it, that's royal etiquette. Out of my element, way too intelligent. Grab you a therapist, send him my sentiments. Neck full of sediments, caught me a Tesla and skirt through the valley. Dropped an investment in Silicon Valley. All of this cake, but I'm missing the patty. Might mess around and just move to Miami. Drums are so loud that they break in the chassis. King of the grass like I'm Lionel Messi. I am not crass, but my mental is messy. Mud in my glass while my pencil is sketching. All these rappers, but no one impressed me. Most of them actors I labels as testing.
How about the range? Whoa. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa.
How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of y'all phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa. How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of y'all phase me.
How about the range? Whoa. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa. Hey. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Coming at me like that, like whoa.
Yeah. Coming at me like that, like whoa. I don't even feel like that, like whoa. You ain't even see my stacks, like whoa. We up on the sea, but that's my bow. Coming at me like that, like whoa. Coming at me like that, like whoa. Coming at me like that, like whoa. Coming at me like that, like wish that I care, but I don't. And I swear if you want, we can flow. Coming ready for the smoke. Murder she wrote, but I don't even dare. I got places to go, coming ready for the show. Sacred the goat, we got royal affairs. We gon' win on the low, coming ready for the glow. You taking notes, have a seat, take a chair. You may think that we cold, coming ready for the snow. Try to bear the weight, but it's too heavy. Try to get away, but it's too deadly. Gotta keep it sharp, so we stay edgy. Can I get ahead, so we stay ready? Coming at me, that sad, that's joke. I cannot believe these lies, I woke. All that greed, but why you broke? When y'all need, come get your folk.
I actually soar over these waves. When I get paid, I gotta know people to pay, places to go. Watch what you say, watch what you
Coming at me like that, like whoa. I don't even feel like that, like whoa. You ain't even see my stacks, like whoa. We up on the sea, but that's my bow. Coming at me like that, like whoa. Coming at me like that, like whoa. Coming at me like that, like whoa. Coming at me like that, like I have sit back, I'ma go and get that. I just wanna give back to the big bike. I just gotta look back. Asked me when I got here, told her that I've been back. Brought a couple wins back, double cup of no act. I don't really have beef, but I'm still a Big Mac. And you know I got green, now we bridging the gap. Flow with me and my team, cause we know how to scrap when you making a scene. Came up from the dirt, yeah, I know my worth. No, I will not sell. Niggas gotta work. Do not kiss and tell. No, I do not serve. But I'll ride these waves. So get up off my turf.
I actually soar over these waves. When I get paid, I gotta know people to pay, places to go. Watch what you say, watch what you
Coming at me like that, like whoa. I don't even feel like that, like whoa. You ain't even see my stacks, like whoa. We up on the sea, but that's my bow. Coming at me like that, like whoa. Coming at me like that, like whoa. Coming at me like that, like whoa. Coming at me like that, like
Marmouth.
The sun is
shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, Beaches, Booshes, Busters, Hustles, and Yo-Hos? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexing. On all you Beaches, welcome to the show. All right, fam, let's jump into today's episode. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. We're live on Rumble and YouTube at The Daily Swole. We got some posts from Facebook. We're going to kick it off with some Rate My Meal. Let's jump into it.
What's in the box?
We got some new stuff. We got some new stuff from the Facebook. Rate My Meal. We're going to go through and get into some of these reviews. We got Crystal Miller in the house. Grilled, grass-fed, and finished skirt steak with homemade chimichurri. Roasted organic vegetables. Avocado with everything seasoning and organic watermelon. Very nice. Approved. Danny Rager. The fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
What is that? What's on the left there? Are those pepperonis or something? Tomatoes? What's in the middle? Yellow peppers with ground beef and cheese. What are you doing over here, Danny? What are you doing? And asparagus with some stuff on it? I don't know. There's a lot on there. I wish I could just, you guys got to explain what you have on your plate. A picture is cool, but I can't really rate it if I don't know what the hell it is. Looks like it might be tomatoes. All right, there's a lot of stuff going on there. There's way too many colors, not enough meat in my opinion, but at least you're eating real food. David, we got some steak, eggs, looks like some butter or cheese, and some avocados. Very nice. Make sure you describe what it is. I know you guys take a picture. I guess the guessing game is fun. Yeah, stuffed peppers. Stuffed peppers is probably the most overrated thing you could possibly do. Just saying, the stuffed peppers thing, people are just looking for things to... Why stuff a pepper? Just eat the fucking meat. You need to stuff a pepper. Peppers have no flavor. There's nothing in it. Stuff it. Just eat the steak. Eat the steak. Eat the stuff that you don't have to stuff it. Just eat the pepper if you want it, but eat the food. You gotta stuff a goddamn pepper. All right, James Brown. What we got here? Is that chicken? Looks like chicken. Some green stuff. I guess that's broccoli or broccolini or whatever you call it. It's a lot of green and some potatoes. All right. I'm a fan of most of that. Got a lot of colors on these plates. Jamie Riley, what we got here? Crab. Mr. Crab over here. All right. Jamie's eating some crabs. Fair enough. Kyle Adesanya. Again, what are we eating here?
What the fuck is that?
What is that? Why is it fluorescent blue? Oof, that looks like roadkill. What we got going on there? That looks like it was spray painted. I don't even know what to say about that. Well, tons of processed sugar, I'm assuming, processed carbs if you're eating actual Eggo waffles, but that's like blue. That's like fluorescent blue. You're going to pretend like is that blueberry? I don't know. Luke Reeves definitely has got to up his game a little bit. Taco protein bowl with 3/4 pounds of ground beef with Tostitos. So we're still getting some ultra processed foods. You could do without that. You know that, Luke. All you guys know it. You know what you can avoid. Texas Pete, the processed hot sauce. You guys can chop up some jalapenos. You can make it real food. All right. Now this is the Greater Swole fam. This is on Facebook. So some areas of improvement, but good stuff. We get some protein in there. All right. That did look like AI or an internet photo. The blue pancake. Matt Robinson, a fucking steak, and then the fucking gym. There we go. Now we got a nice ribeye steak. Wendy Fast, homemade pizza. Okay. I'm always curious, right? Homemade pizza doesn't mean just because you make it at home, right? Just saying, just because you make it at home doesn't mean that it's good for you. What are you making it out of? Are you using chicken for the dough? Or are you using, what kind of flour are you using? If you're using that, because that's the real problem. So homemade doesn't make it automatically good. Homemade doesn't make it automatically good. And this is the public Facebook group. We're not talking about the private for members. All right, so we got some questionable stuff in there. We got some questionable food choices in there, but of course, everyone's gonna have their own. I control it. I control. I can control. I'm not talking about control. Like I control these pictures. That's why it's called Rate My Meal. I'm rating your meal, and I'm going to be critical on it because I feel like it. Doesn't mean you can't eat it. You already did, but good. You're making stuff at home. Again, you could take the next step. Make sure you improve the ingredients, make sure that there are better, if you want to eat chips, right, with your taco bowl, there's better choices than Tostitos. They're more expensive, but you can get things that are made with beef tallow and organic corn and stuff that's not, tons of enriched flours and ultra processing in the same respect. So, you got to make your give and take here. Or you can just eat a fucking steak and go to the fucking gym like that one person. All right, we got another one here. We got some merch. Come on now. We got some merch from Lucas Simone. Look at that. GTTFG at Real Papa Swole. We got two absolute fam. Alert the media. We have two absolute fucking man chads.
Boom shakalaka!
Because stickers?
Absolute chads. Dos chads. Dos chados in Spanish. Look at these guys. Two go to the fucking gym tanks. 4 biceps. 2 huge pairs of balls. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff, gentlemen. Good flex, good pose. Keep making those sick gains. Love it. Love it. Maybe too much testosterone. I don't know. I don't know if you could have too much. Absolute Chad Wises. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Really appreciate it. Thanks for sharing the pictures. Love those things. Oh, we got some fucking posts here. Why did that not load up? Let me see here. Yeah, perfect. All right, we're going to move on in just a second. You guys can chill, comment, and talk amongst yourselves. Pause for a moment. Yeah, one sec. I got to send a message. All right. We got a couple issues on the back end. We'll lay into
Just an
that later.
inch. Just an inch. It's
All
cold
right,
outside.
proof of gym. Let's get into some proof of gym from the Swole fam. Here we go. You want to join the fam? Join us at SwoleNormousX.com. Download the SwoleNormous app. Join the fam today if you want to access all of our training programs, hundreds of yoga classes, thousands of yoga classes and master classes and instructional videos, everything inside the SwoleNormous app. And we got Swole fam members to get into this. Proof of gym. We got this dude. Look at this. Look at this chatty. Look at this outfit. Look at this. We got the leather boots. We got the jeans, a leather jacket. Alex Swole America. Fuck yeah. Coming in to make them sick motherfucking gains. Yeah, you get America for that one. That's not proof of gym, though. That's not proof of gym, so that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That ain't even close to proof of gym, but that was in the community app. Cerny says, what? Hold on a second. That was a Q poppers. Did we do that one already? Oh, I see what happened. Yeah, this is a... Oh, my folder got... Yeah, they fucked up my fucking folder. Hold on a second. Oh, we got those. All right, cool. I'll open these next. There we go. Now I got them open. Just going to close these windows. By the way, did we talk about the Swole card? Hashtag Swole Seed. We got Scalp Seed, but you guys got to get that seed Swole. So hashtag Swole Seed in the comments for a chance to win today's Swole card. Drop that in the comments. Swole Seed. All right, now we're going to get the pictures. We got Cerny's puppers. We got the pupper pick. There we go. Jesus Christ. All right, so let's do those pictures first. The difference is different pictures opened up before we got proof of Jim. So not proof of Jim. We're doing these first. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so we got Alex's picture. Nice. We got Cerny. What can I say? I love him already. Look at this, Poppers.
Hi, puppy.
That's a cute Poppers. Oh, look at that Poppers. So cute. It's so cute. Daniel says the timing of Main Gain's release is perfect. I just ran out of beard oil. You know I had to order the Main Gains. Very nice. I did see that. Excellent, Danny. I hope you enjoy. I saw you also got the Main Gains merch, so super stoked. Super stoked for you guys to get that stuff in. Really excited. Monica says, what's up, fam? I'm new here, just going on a new journey. I had a baby about a year ago and decided I want to be the young looking mom, LOL. Can't wait to see what this new community and training has in store for me. Looking forward to seeing results and learning more discipline. Have a wonderful weekend, and don't forget to get your protein in. So welcome to the fam. What this new community and training has in store for you, I'm just going to clarify a couple things. This depends on what you have in store for us. It's all about your effort and what you're willing to put in. So we have everything you need. The question is, are you going to execute? So we have everything you need here. It's time for you to get it done. And learning more discipline. Yeah. Forging discipline, right? You are going to breed discipline. You're going to develop discipline by executing. So stoked to have you. Welcome, Monica. Very nice. Very, very nice. Welcome to the fam.
I give it a
10.
A 10. A fucking 10.
All right. We got proof of Jim now. Now we got proof of Jim. Now we're getting proof of Jim. So that's okay. Now we're getting into those proof of Jim pics. We had the wrong pictures. I had the wrong pictures opening up. We got Brian. Oof. Only you can go to the fucking gym. Based. He's pointing to you. He's telling you. He's looking deep into your eyes saying, you better go to the fucking gym. You better listen to Brian. We also have Isaiah. Isaiah is looking thick. Look at that juice. Look at those forearms. Look at the shoulders. Look at the biceps. Look at the muscle alphabet shirt. My God. Good Lord. Look at the beard. Is that a full beard? I can't tell if it's a shadow. It's a solid beard. Looks like you need some Main Gains for that beard. Not that you need Main Gains because you have a great beard, but you could benefit. Come on. Who can't benefit from some Main Gains? That's fire. Looking good. Looking good. We got one here from Jen. Smiley Jen. Just finished up a nice upper body workout. This past year, I've been playing with writing up my programs to start diving into PT at our gym. Low key scared as shit. But with the knowledge I've gained from you over the years, can't believe I joined in 2019. Wow, it's 6 years ago. And the results I'm seeing, I know I can do this because I'm part of this community you've built. Sure, absolutely you can. You know, and of course, when you're starting something, you might be nervous, but you go in with the plan. You go in with the plan and you set up a certain protocol and you're going to grow into the profession if you're doing personal training. So you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. And you could, and just so you know, you could have all the certifications you want, right? You can have all the certifications and still like have issues communicating with people and this, that, and the other. Just because you have a degree or you have a certification doesn't mean you're a good trainer. And even if you don't have a degree or don't have a certification, not that you can legally train or you should, but it doesn't mean that you don't know what you're talking about. So again, you have to understand how to communicate with people, how to inspire people, and how to deliver and convey information and structure things based around where they're at, meet people where they're at when it comes to personal training. So good for you, Jen. Keep us posted. It's awesome. Look at that shoulder. Look at that deltoid. And we got Pedro in the house. Pedro taking a picture by the beach. Very nice. Hey, Pedro. Hey, Poppy. Let's get America for Pedro. Back to the fucking gym. This might be one of those Swole Chad posts with the Papa Swolio merch. Back to the fucking gym. What a goated tank. What a goated tank. All right, fam, it's time for some knowledge cock. So let's get into it. Are you ready? Are you ready? I know you are. Let's get into some questions. So if you got them, drop them in the comments down below. I don't know if someone asked anything earlier, so drop it in the comments down below if I missed a question. And we'll take the first one from Rock
What's
the
in the
Casbah.
box?
Rock the Casbah. Rock the squat rack. Rock the squat rack. You gotta go ass to grass. Dun, dun, rock the squat. Huh? All right, cardio and HIIT versus pure weightlifting. Why is it always versus? Cardio and HIIT versus pure weightlifting. Do you want to get jacked and ripped or you want to be skinny fat? Pick your poison. Pure weightlifting, you could do some HIIT. You can do high intensity interval cardio. It should be like HIIT, like high HIIT training. That's cardio. It's the same fucking thing. Can we clarify this? High intensity interval training. That's cardio, bro. Right? Cardio and HIIT, that's cardio. They're both cardio. They're both cardiovascular. You're not focusing HIIT training. You can build some muscle, but it's not a muscle building protocol. Doing short rest and sprinting and doing rest and sprinting, you're not going to build a ton of muscle. You're not going to maximize that at least, right? So forget the weightlifting. How about bodybuilding and strength training? So there's different, look, I mean, it depends on what you put at the top, right? There's strength training and there's bodybuilding and there's weightlifting. And then there's, because when I think of weightlifting, I think of Olympic weightlifting. I think of like clean, snatch, stuff like that. So it really depends on how you define these things. But I recommend things like you do 4x4, you could do intervals like 30 seconds on, 2-3 minutes off, and do like 10, 15 minutes once or twice a week. You don't need tons of high intensity, but then just build muscle. If you want to get big and ripped, then it's bodybuilding, strength training, and interval cardio on occasion. Julio and El Gimnasio. Julio and El Gym. Papa Swole. How do I avoid the dirty bulk? By not eating garbage. Matt Damon. By not eating poison. How do I avoid the dirty bulk? By not eating to excess? Not eating tons of extra ultra processed garbage? That's a good way to do it. Let's see. A question from Marquise. Papa Swole, do you think health shaming is on the rise? And I mean the context of those that take care of their well-being. What do you mean? Shaming people that take care of their health? Well, that's what the whole fat positivity thing is. Body positivity was that. That's exactly what the body positivity. You could be healthy at every size and fat is beautiful and big is beautiful and, thin privilege. And that's health shaming. That's what that is. So I think it's the opposite. Although you will still have all the Marxist, right? The Marxist ideological bullshit that's been programmed into people's minds. Remember, the problem with Marxism is that it teaches those oppression dynamics. So if it's not one thing, if the body positivity stuff stops getting that kind of approach, right? Most people are like, fuck you, the fat positivity. That's kind of like on the downside because people rejected that overwhelmingly. So it's not like it stops. And that's what Marxism teaches. That's what all this garbage, liberal indoctrination in the universities and stuff, that's what it seeds, because it just moves on to something else. So it goes from fat positivity and big is beautiful and health at every size. And it goes and it moves to, well, you're privileged. You're able to go to the gym. Most people don't have the ability to go to the gym. Most people don't have the ability. They can't. They have 2 jobs and they'll make excuses. I'm not saying people don't have a lot of time, but they go into other sorts of like, oh, you have time privilege or you have whatever else. It's going to be something else. So I think health has been under attack for a century. Same thing with testosterone and it goes right down with masculinity. The same people that would say that you're right wing if you exercise, right? You're right wing. You're conservative. You're a Nazi if you exercise. So I have to be a fat, lazy fuck with purple hair and a septum piercing in order to be, so it's not about you doing better or doing worse. It's just about, it's always going to be an us versus them dynamic with Marxists. They have to be oppressed. Marxism is based on oppression. So they have to victimize themselves. They don't step up. They don't rise up and take care of what they need to do. They don't rise up and produce. They don't rise up and do better. They don't bring themselves up and raise themselves up and educate themselves and get stronger or get healthier. They blame you and they justify their own pathetic existence by dragging down other people and, making excuses as to why they can't do the same thing. So it'd be time privilege or, some sort of like class issue where like, people have to work for a living and they don't have the ability. It's blah, blah, blah. You make the time. you make the time. Not everyone has the access, maybe the financial stuff. I'm not saying you have to eat caviar and spend $100 on a steak every day, but you can definitely make better choices. Again, these are the same people that spend 50 or 60 bucks on DoorDash. They go to McDonald's and spend 50 bucks, but they're like, oh my God, beef is so expensive. It's cheaper than what you're already fucking eating. That's just a big lie. People spend so much money on stupid shit. They'll have the latest clothes, iPhone. They'll have a $800 a month car payment, but they eat garbage food. They're full of shit. And they have Hulu and Disney Plus and Paramount and fucking Amazon Prime. They spend all their money on stupid shit. They don't prioritize. So I don't know about health shaming, but that's been under attack for a long time. I mean, health shaming, I was getting people talking shit in the late 90s about me taking creatine. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Mark says, I've been getting crap for carrying a bottle of raw honey with me to work. You bring raw honey to work? Yeah, I don't eat that much. I don't have that much honey. I only have honey, like a little bit in my tea at night. That's all. That's usually all the honey that I have. You bring honey to work. That's cool. Why would they give you shit for that? I don't understand what the argument or what the thing would be. Jenny Harvey. How long you growing your hair? How long am I? I don't know. Around here. It's been around this. I trim it now and again so it stays healthy. I don't need it longer than this. I don't know. I'm going to measure it. I'm going to grow it a few more inches. I don't care. As much as we have all the products, like I don't care. Like how long am I growing it? This long. It's whatever it is. About this. Rendivendi. Papa Swole, do hormones hinder women over 40 in losing weight? They can, but usually that comes from lifestyle habits. You know, your hormones are a product of what you do. And of course, women are a little bit different than men. And I say that like that's understating, of course. Very different, but they can. But a lot of women eat garbage. most people. So you say most people, most women, like, yeah. And then your hormones shift and change a little bit, menopause and this and the other. But if you're also eating garbage and you don't lift weights and don't take care of yourself, then you hit this period and it gets worse. So usually it doesn't help when you take people's shitty habits and then add major hormonal shifts. And most people are all over the place with their cycle. They're all over the place with what they add and put on their body and consume. So people are all over the place. And then you add a little bit more chaos and they go even more off the rails and then just make excuses and blame things for that are in their control in many ways. But you're definitely going to obviously go through changes, and women are more, right? They're more cyclical. Guys are more consistent, but testosterone drops in men as you get older too. So I would say in terms of, there's nothing about over 40. There really isn't. There's nothing about, oh, you're 40 and then everything changes. So we watch movies from the 80s and the 90s and stuff like that. And you see 40-year-olds in these movies in the 80s and 90s, and they look like old people. Well, they're 40. I'm 42 and I fucking feel great. Making fucking gains. I'm lifting hard. I feel awesome. So, I mean, your chronological age and your biological age are different. So the better you take care of yourself, the better you're going to be when you get those points. I'm not saying you're not going to have hot flashes. I'm not going to say you have swings, but yeah, your nutrition can change and your nutrition can adjust based on, based on what you need at the time as you transition into different phases of your life, especially in those like follicular phases, right? If you're not going to be in menopause and stuff like that. So when you get to that point, but not everyone hits that at 40. It's not like all of a sudden you're going to have all these problems just because the earth went around the sun again. So forget the over 40. You want to decrease your biological age by taking care of yourself, and it's going to make everything better. Same thing with women that are on their cycle. They have brutal periods and, oh my God, I get the worst cramps, this and the other. And then, and you have all these people, and there are people, YouTube and all, PCOS, and I have all these inflammation, blah, 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 and they're eating garbage. Remember that, like, or that other, there are people that literally make content all about their PCOS and they're eating garbage. They're eating chips and Cheetos and soda and crap. And you wonder why you have fucking, issues with your ovaries and your hormones. You're eating crap. So a lot of people form their identity around these different illnesses or ailments or whatever hashtag they can land on. And it's really just their habits that suck. A lot of people have these issues, like you're eating garbage when you have your menstrual cycle. My period cramps are so bad while you're drinking Gatorade and eating candy and fast food. Of course it's going to be fucking bad. You should be eating some beef liver and more electrolytes and getting sleep and lifting weights. It's going to stabilize you a lot more. That's why I like training hard. I train consistently and it's discipline. I'm not saying that some people don't have other unique issues on an individual basis, but that's why your 7 pillars, these are things you can control. You got to control the controllables and keep your North Star, keep your consistency, because so many things in life are inconsistent and they're going to shake you off course. So you have to stay relentlessly consistent and focused. That way you can manage those weather changes. I muted it. That was really, really loud. Ellie says, yes, hormones shift even when on animal-based diet, regular heavy lifting, good sleep schedule. They sure do. Let's see. Loretta says, I didn't hit menopause till 60. 40s wasn't the reason I was fat. Bad habits was the reason. Sheena says, I felt a huge shift for a bit in my hormones when I transitioned to a whole food diet, eliminating endocrine disruptors and lifting. You don't realize how much those affect you until they're gone. That's why I always encourage people. I could talk about the elimination diet all I want and all these different things, but until someone experiences it for themselves, you don't realize how much these things make a difference until you actually experience what it's like to not have them. It really is. People do not realize how much of a difference these things make. They think you're being ridiculous or you're exaggerating and, well, it's just calories in, calories. Once you realize what these foods do and you cut these things out, it's night and day, and then you don't go back. You just can't with good conscience. All right, 1 or 2 more questions. Plant advocate. I advocate. I'm a plant advocate, not for consumption, but for growing. Love plants. How do you keep food from being the same meals over and over again? How do you keep it interesting? I have different kinds of food. When you're eating consistently, there's a lot of variety within what you're eating. You're having eggs. You could have hard-boiled eggs. You could have over easy, over hard, over medium, scrambled eggs. You can put an egg on a burger. You could have ground beef. You could have chunky meat. You could just grind it up. You could have a taco bowl. You can have patties. You can have meatballs. You could have a ribeye steak. You can have a sirloin. You could have skirt steak. You could have a roast. There's so many different types of meat, even within like the beef family. So it's very, very different. Very, very different. And plus I like nutrition. So I like the same meals. I like ribeyes. I like skirt steak. I like ground beef. There's a lot of variety. There's so many different cuts. And once you eat a lot of steak and you learn how to cook these different cuts, you realize every part of the cow, every type of cut is so different. It's so different. Yeah, beef and eggs are so many different combinations. So many different options of what you can do with that. You could have some potatoes on the side or some white rice or some bone broth and lots of different options. How do I keep it interesting? It's nutritious, it's delicious, and I want sustenance. And I'm hungry every time I eat it. I love it. Steak is one of the foods I've never gotten tired. I can have steak every day. I do usually. Yeah, there's usually no day where I don't have steak. Luis Enrique, 5154. What should I eat to upgrade my muscles? Steak. Thanks for the question. Great. To upgrade my muscles, as if like your iOS, your muscle software is. There's an update. There's a software update for your muscles. What can I eat to upgrade my muscles? You could lift heavier and eat more steak. All right. How do I get more upper chest and more six pack? Well, you stop eating garbage, so you get leaner. And upper chest, you got to do some shoulder flexion. So you do more of like a neutral grip, like a shoulder press machine. You can do like a low to high cable fly on a bench. That way you're stable. Tuck your elbows in more when you're doing your bench pressing, so you get more shoulder flexion. You need adduction and shoulder flexion. So if you're getting more like this, you're coming up and together, you're getting more upper chest, the clavicular fibers. All right, good stuff. Balls deep time. Let's do it. Good stuff.
That's deep.
All right, moving right along. We got, let's see, do we have a throwback? Oh, we got 2 posts. All right. Any other questions or things at the buzzer you can drop in the comments. Thanks for being here. We will also be here mañana for another amazing sleaze cast. You guys know the sleaziest sleaze cast in the realm. We got the Swole Seed. Hashtag Swole Seed in the comments, because guess what, fam? We released all the new products. Not all the products we're ever going to release, but they're live. They're live over at papaswolio.com. Look at that. You're looking at that picture? You're looking at that picture. Some of you have all 3 of those in the mail. They're coming to you, and we cannot wait to hear your thoughts about these products. Of course, you're not going to maybe know right away with Scalp Seed. You got to use that for a while. But you're going to notice, you're going to love the way it smells. You're going to love the texture. You're going to love the bowl cream. You're going to love the main gains. Very excited. So check it out, papaswolio.com. Any 3 hair and body care products, free shipping. So if you get 3 main gains, free shipping. You get 3 bowl creams, free shipping. 1 of each, free shipping. You get 4 or 5, free shipping. So check it out, papaswolio.com. Check out all the new drops available publicly. So everyone can go there. Everyone can go, papaswolio.com. Check out the brand new drops over there. And plus we got the merch to go along with it. We got the main gains merch, Scalp Seed merch, and the bowl cream merch. I love those logos, so I'm glad we have them on the shirts now. Fucking fire. So go check that out, papaswolio.com. Sweet. All right. That being said, Beaches, let's get into this video. A teacher and confused. Let's do this one first. It's titled Confused. I'm confused.
What's in the box?
I'm confused because it says confused.
TikTok, you categorize one of my videos as plus size, mid-size girls.
What?
We have a bone to pick. I am not plus size, and if you
Pause. I don't know about this categorization thing, but well, what do you guys think? You could drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's play the rest of it.
think I'm plus size, that's a problem. On a bad day, sometimes I think I'm plus size, but I know deep down I am not plus size. Like, hello?
Well, you're probably like technically obese. It's hard to say, but like you can see the stomach and the arms, like there's no tone or whatever. Plus sized, it's reasonable. I don't think you're morbidly obese, but you can definitely eat healthier and lift heavier weights and lose some extra body fat. Skinny fat is usually, I wouldn't call it skinny fat, but like low muscle mass, you know? I can't tell from this angle, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you're fat. I'm not here to actively like, cause she's not doing like a fat phobia thing, right? No, she's not saying like big is beautiful, this, that, and the other. She posted a video and is saying that TikTok categorized it as whatever, which is kind of funny because I didn't know that was a thing. So I'm not here to be like, no, you're fat. I'm not here to belittle. You know, we don't do bullying here. A lot of people think my videos are like bullying, but if you're saying retarded shit, I'm going to say it back. She's just being like, what the hell? All I know is, well, she doesn't look like a, and I'm not saying everyone has to look like a fitness model. So I don't think what'd you say at the beginning? What was the categorization?
You categorize one of my videos as plus size, mid-size girls.
Plus size or mid-size? Yeah, you could probably go for mid-size based on like the lunatic organization. I don't know. What do you guys think? Look, and that's a bad angle. That was a bad angle with the lighting. So I'm not trying to be critical of her, but you know, she could definitely be leaner and lift some more weights and, you know, just saying. But I mean, here's the contrast to that. So the problem in our society is the average person is obese. The average person is. So all of a sudden, oh my God, you're saying that I'm obese, but I look like this. And I'm just going to like put it up again. And this is not to overanalyze her.
I'm sorry, TikTok.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. You know, I don't want to put her like, fuck it. This is a video. I'm not putting it on blast there, but this should not, based on like, we don't have any standards. That's the problem. So the average person looks probably even bigger than this. So again, what are we comparing ourselves to? We don't want to like, I mean, I can look, okay, let's just an example. Can I play basketball? Okay, sure. I can shoot, I dribble. I used to play like, recreational leagues, like, years ago. But in other words, I wouldn't compare my skills today. Like I'm awesome at basketball if I play against 8th grade or like, 8-year-olds or something like, oh, swatting fucking like, boom, slamming on a short rim, whatever. You put me up against NBA, I'm getting crushed like most people. But like, what are we comparing ourselves to? What's our standard? So I'm awesome at basketball if I'm playing against 10-year-olds. And there's probably a lot of 10-year-olds that would school me, right? So I'm just saying, do I look plus size? Well, you don't look like fit, healthy necessarily. Everyone's a little bit different. And the reason why I'm always trying not to be like, I'm not trying to be critical. I'm not trying to be critical. I'm not trying to make fun of her because she's not really saying anything that's like insulting to like our intelligence. But when I come at these videos and I say these things, it's always from like, oh, what can we do better? Because it's usually about improvement. And when I say I want someone to do better or like, oh, she could lose, yeah, she could lift heavier weights and not eat as much, like she looks bloated or inflamed. Just, you do. Look at her stomach, like look at her gut, whatever you call that. It is. So I'm not saying she's not, and I'm not saying as a negative, but I'm always looking at this like, oh, what can we do better? What can we do to level up? It's not that you're not great the way you are. It's also like, how are we making improvements? And it's not from a place of, oh, you're not good enough. You have to do better so you could be worthy of love. That's how the victims play that. So I'm not saying you got to do better because otherwise no one's going to love you. I'm saying you should do better as a product of respecting yourself because you can. You should make those changes because it's time to do that, because you're able to do that. It's not because you're not good enough. It's because you're good enough. You understand? There's a big difference. It's because you're worth it. Fucking put the effort in and make it happen. So yeah, mid-size. Yeah, I would categorize based on like, this is not like, oh, you're ripped. You're not even fat. Yeah, that is like fat based on a human body, not by today's standards, right? Not today's standards. Like she's ripped. She's going to step on a body. She's going to step on a bikini competition based on how everyone looks in nature. You know what I mean? So in other words, do better because you're able to. It's not that you're not good enough and valuable enough. It's that you are, and prove it to yourself. Build that self-esteem, take action, do it. All right. It's called Another Teacher. Oh boy. Oh boy.
What's in the box?
Another Teacher. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Danny.
I wasn't ready for that.
Mr. Strickland.
Okay.
Are there any women here today?
Pause. I wasn't ready.
I've contained my rage for as long as possible, but I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves! Begone, vile man! Begone from me! I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Okay. All right. Are we ready? Bumble Hunter says, Papa, I got a lady at my office that says you look hella sexy without the hat. Oh,
Hi, puppy.
is that right? Is that right? Well, Mama Swole in the other room has got words. Well, thank you. I'm not trying to be super sexy. I'm trying to make everyone go to the fucking gym and stop being fat lazy fucks. So pass that message along. That's not what we're doing here. I'm not trying to make you swoon. If the person that you work with is interested in my cream or my seed, you can go to papaswolio.com and we will deliver it promptly. Tell her she can get my seed and my cream over at papaswolio.com. She get some shirts. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So, yeah.
Are you not entertained?
All right. We got...
Are you not entertained?
In all seriousness, I showed her. Oh, you showed her my cream. You showed her my cream? What about the seed? She like the seed too? Nice. Nice. Dope. All right, check out my seed and cream. It's for everyone. We're making it. Decided to make some for everyone because everyone's been, like I said this before, everyone's been DMing me. You should see my Instagram DMs. They're like, Papa, I need your cream. Please give me your cream. I'm like, all right, these people really need some moisturization, right? I'm assuming that's what they're talking about. Like, Papa, give me your seed. I'm like, let me make some. So we made scalp seed and main gain, and main gains and bull cream. Give the people what they want. Everyone's been asking me for my cream and my seed. So finally maybe these DMs will stop already. Ridiculous at this point. All right, let's do this video. We've edged it long enough. Another teacher.
In the box?
Her favorite shirt is "Your dad is my cardio." Yo. Yes. Your dad is my cardio. Yes. Ooh, and the muscle alphabet. Good choice. Good choice. All right. Another teacher. Man, this is deep breath, everyone. Go.
Hi, I'm Danny. I have some big changes happening in my life. Up until about a year ago, I was in my 17th year of teaching.
This editing.
My first year out full-time as a trans woman. But I had my own personal Regina George in my building, and the city I worked in didn't really respect trans and queer people.
Your own Regina George. Stop trying to make trans happen. In the words of Regina George, stop trying to make trans happen. That's what Regina George says. Stop trying to make trans happen. That's a shirt.
Yesterday, I resigned from that teaching position I had for 17 years.
Thank God.
And honestly, I couldn't be happier with my decision because now I'm halfway through my schooling to become an electrologist. And I really love it, and I'm going to get to help other trans people.
What is that profession? An electrologist?
Electrologist. And I become an electrologist.
An electrologist? Someone look that up.
I really love it, and I'm going to get to help other trans people. So hang out, get to know me. Let's have some fun.
Ugh. Oh, God damn it.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
What's an electrologist? I've heard of that before, but I'm glad if it helps trans people. I'm assuming that's why I don't know about it. Electrolo. Yeah, I thought it was like laser. Yeah, I thought it was like body hair. Oh, we all just got that at the same time. Body hair because trans, so you're trying to get rid of the fucking pubes inside your vagina. Yeah, fucking goddamn.
No more shenanigans, no more tomfoolery, no more ballyhoo.
Oh. Now, once you've had sex with the woman, she will naturally start to depend on you, okay? All women do this.
I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you.
Every word of it was absolutely true.
Yeah. So you're helping trans people because they have hair where it shouldn't be. If you take the pee-pee and you invert it, you gotta get rid of the hair inside your faux-gina. That's what we call it, a faux-gina. F-A-U-X. Faux-gina. Your vagine. You know what you could do? Yeah, if you guys aren't nauseous enough, some of you are on West Coast time, so you're like eating breakfast, like spitting it out. Why don't you just use, for all you mentally insane people that are inverting your penises, why don't you take like a nose hair trimmer and just jam it up there?
Fuck. I don't work with the males because I used to be one.
Gross.
Give me all the bacon and eggs you have.
Yeah, that just keeps on getting worse. Let's do a throwback. Let's cleanse the palate. It's time. Oh boy. Absolutely horrifying.
people talk about being fat all the time. And I think that's a really big misconception because we talk about it a lot because the world talks about it.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
If the world wasn't so fat phobic, I wouldn't have to be so aware of that as a part of my own identity.
By the way, that bull ring is 3 inches wide.
We talk about it because we have to, because we're in this era of needing to bring visibility to fatness in a way that isn't just shitty.
We have to bring the visibility to fatness.
You cannot write this stuff.
More annoyed that we're talking about our experience and we're complaining about our experience
I am
than the
annoyed.
fact that we have so many things to complain about. And
I
we
am
have
annoyed
so
about your
many
complaining.
Things in the way of us. Being an anonymous account and
Hold on. And we have so many things in the way of us. You don't say. There's so many, like stairs. Those stairs get in the way. Man, those stairs. You know? I think that's why so many fat people live in Florida. I understand. They move to Florida because there's very little elevation. The only elevation you get in Florida is when you're on the on-ramp to the turnpike. It's the only time you get elevation. That's why fat people love Florida. Fat people love Florida. Less stairs, man. It's flat. You ain't got to climb up a hill. There's stairs in Florida, but you get it. Sterling says you never hear skinny people complaining about fat phobia or inequality or fat people. That's how you know it's not a movement. It's just a movement. Because of cow. Oh, boy. All right. Hashtag Swole Seed for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's give it away. Fam, are you ready? It's time. It's time to give away that Swole card. I know you're ready. Thanks for being here. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe live on Rumble and YouTube at The Daily Swole. And of course, head on over to Apple Podcast and Spotify. Leave a 5-star review. Share the show with your friends. We're live every day, helping you make sick fucking guys. Okay? I'm going to help you make sick fucking guys. Okay? I'm going to help you make sick fucking guys. Okay? Time to hit the bench press again. Okay? Time to make some guys. Okay? Okay? Scrolling. We got one. Scrolling. You guys didn't really drop that at all. Landing. Okay. All right. We got a winner today. Fam, drum roll. What we got here? Hold on. Let me get the... Today's winner is Monsieur Sterling Mallory Archer. Congratulations. Digging it down. Very nice. I scrolled up and I kept on landing in the middle, and I see a lot of PK. I see a lot of kept on missing them, but you guys need to drop that hashtag. You want to win the card? Drop that hashtag Swole Seed. Congratulations. May your seed be swole. So Sterling, send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 33993 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Fam, thanks for being here today. Appreciate you. Hit the like button on the way out. Congratulations, Sterling. Make sure you check out papaswolio.com. Again, brand new merch. We got 3 new merch releases for all the different products. Today I'm rocking the Ozempic gym shirt, of course. Got the old GTTFG red hat. Looking good. And of course, we got the Bull Cream Scalp Seed and Main Gains over there. So very excited about that. Thanks for being here. We'll see you back here mañana for another amazing Beastcast. SwoleNormousX.com to join the fam. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGee's, deuce, magoose. Yeah, boy. Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits.